Beyond the Gates, spoilers for the week of August 11 to 15 suggest that Jacob Hawthorne will solve a mystery, while June sees Samantha Richardson and Tyrell Richardson. Plus, YNR's Devin Hamilton Winters will finally arrive on scene. In fact, the young and the restless as Devin will appear on the new CBS soap during the Monday, August 11th episode and present a proposition that will blow Anita Dupree's mind. It sounds like this will be linked to Anita's recent Articulates reunion concert. As the weekend hits, Anita and her bandmates will be asked to plan for their future. So will Devin offer an album deal or a tour? Maybe? Both? Anita will also deal with family drama as she and Vernon Dupree will comfort one of their daughters on the August 14th show. Will this be Danny Dupree or Nicole Richardson? Nicole will officially file for divorce from Ted Richardson this week. However, Danny also always seems to follow drama, so it's hard to say. Speaking of Danny, she'll apologize to Haley Hamilton, and she'll also provide Bill Hamilton with some support, as he'll be very distraught over his wife's miscarriage. Will Haley accept Danny's apology, or will she milk this situation to create a wedge between Danny and Bill? Haley has seen firsthand the bond between the exes, and this pregnancy lie could have been concocted to create friction between them. Regardless, if this is the case, Haley's plan may backfire. Meanwhile, BTG spoilers for the week of August 11th note that Samantha will scheme to get her two dads, Martin Richardson and Bradley Smitty Smith, to reconcile, and it looks like the plan will work. Unfortunately, there's other chaos on the horizon for this family. As Jacob will solve a mystery this week, it sounds like he'll figure out that June's kids are none other than Samantha and Tyrell. Naomi Hawthorne will break the news to her cousin and his partner, and it looks like she'll try and organize a meeting between June, Samantha, and Tyrell. June has tremendous mental health trauma, and much of this seems to stem from abandoning her children. Seeing Samantha and Tyrell may help heal June's soul, but is this the right move to make, as June is known for outbursts? Across town, beyond the gates, spoilers imply that Chelsea Hamilton will bluntly set boundaries for Allison, but will she follow them? She's more than unhinged, so fans should expect more creepy moves coming from Allison. In other news, Catherine "Cat" Richardson and Thomas Navarro will organize a salsa date night, which should prove to add some heat between them, but it won't. In fact, things will get increasingly awkward. Leslie Thomas will investigate an odd correspondence, and as the weekend hits, she'll get an unexpected guest from her past arrive at her door. Is Leslie's mom paying her a visit? Over to Andre Richardson, he'll lay his heart on the line, but it sounds like it'll be for nothing. Ashley Morgan saw him smooching it up with Danny on Friday, August 8th, and she may realize that her mom, Jan Morgan, was right about the playboy. As the week progresses, Andre and Ted will talk about their relationship woes, so it sounds like Ashley and Andre won't be hooking up anytime soon. Finally, Ashley and Dr. Madison Montgomery will deal with a massive medical emergency at the hospital. Beyond the Gates spoilers suggest that this sounds like multiple patients will be admitted. So what kind of crisis will hit Fairmont Crest? Fans will have to tune in to find out. Beyond the Gates spoilers reveal that the daytime drama just released its promo for the week of August 11th to 15th, and there are plenty of bombshells. Danny Dupree and Bill Hamilton share a moment, while Naomi Hawthorne has shocking news, and Leslie Thomas has an unexpected visitor. The BTG promo opens with Haley Hamilton walking into the living room, only to see Danny and Bill locked in a tender moment. Danny has her arm around Bill, as he's clearly emotional about Haley's miscarriage. Haley's voice can be heard saying, "We've suffered a horrible loss. What other reason would Danny be here than to express her sympathy?" From the sounds of it, Danny is simply consoling Bill, but it looks like Haley is very jealous of the entire situation. Across town, the video shows Ted Richardson panicking at the Fairmont Crest Country Club as he tells both Vernon Dupree and Anita Dupree that Nicole Richardson has filed for divorce. Anita sternly tells him that if he wants to fix his marriage, he has to fight for her. As the Beyond the Gates promo progresses, there's a scene of Catherine "Cat" Richardson awkwardly dancing with Thomas Navarro at Uptown. Cat doesn't look overly pleased with the situation, as she is telling someone, "That was supposed to be a vertical expression of a horizontal desire." As the scenes shift, Eva Thomas is shown next, also at Uptown, sitting with Thomas at a table. She assures him that it can be scary learning a new dance, while he happily acknowledges just how crazy it is that she gets him. She sadly replies with, "Yeah, just crazy." Meanwhile, Martin Richardson and Bradley Smitty C. Smith are in the next clip having some fun family time playing cards with their children, Samantha Richardson and Tyrell Richardson. It looks like the family may finally be reunited. However, disaster is on the horizon. As the scenes shift within the BTG promo video, Naomi arrives at their house with her hubby, Jacob Hawthorne, by her side. Naomi tells her cousin and his husband that they've found Tyrell and Samantha's biological mother. Martin and Smitty look shocked, and it sounds like Jacob will finally put two and two together and realize the kids in June's photo are Smitty and Martin's adoptive children. The final scene in the preview shows Leslie Thomas as she opens her apartment door to see an older woman in the hallway. Leslie is stunned at the vision in front of her. So who is this older lady? Could she be her mom? On Beyond the Gates, Leslie is about to receive a blast from the past. But we have a feeling that Leslie is not the only one who will be just as shocked to see Peaches. The week of August 11th to 15th, 2025, sees yet another new arrival to Fairmont Crest, and that person is Peaches, played by renowned actress/singer, songwriter, and producer Arlie Michelle. Michelle is known for her roles in Probable Cause, where she played Misha Stevens, and she was also on the hit show The Resident. Hailed as being the entertainer's entertainer, the night. Michelle can do it all, and being a singer, songwriter, and voiceover talent leads us to speculation about her upcoming role on CBS Beyond the Gates. Our first glimpse of Arlie Michelle as Peaches comes to us in the promo video of next week on BTG, and we see Leslie answering the door and being stunned at the sight she sees. Leslie takes one look at Peaches and exclaims, "My sweet baby Jesus, no!" So, no happy reunions there. Word around the campfire is that Ted knows the woman as well, lending more credibility to the fact that Peaches could be Leslie's mom. What more could fans and viewers ask for than the monster that created the monster? Being a soap, we can't honestly believe that Peaches traveled all this way to bring Leslie to heel and get her to turn over a new leaf. Stay tuned, as a mother-daughter connection could spell disaster for the Duprees in more ways than one. Theory number 2 is a little bit of work, but stay with me. Recall the end of the Articulettes concert in episode 104. Anita is on stage, and the lights flicker. The screen turns on by itself and shows the memorial page to Barbara, the original Articulette, and there's a whomp as a spotlight turns on, illuminating Anita. That was no accident, and Barbara may not be dead. In a Phantom of the Opera-style moment, she shows Anita that she's not alone and is indeed being watched. Arlie Michelle and all her talents make it very possible that she could be entering the show as the long-lost Articulate, Barbara, and Leslie's mother. Only in a soap could this happen, right? The Duprees may not be ready for this kind of drama, and the only way to find out is to strap in for another week of your favorite soap. On Beyond the Gates, Ted has been dealing with the consequences of his actions ever since Leslie Dana came back into his life. He lied to his wife for years, and then his ex-mistress popped up along with Ted's very adult daughter. If that wasn't enough, Ted knew about Martin's nightmare night 2 years ago. He performed plastic surgery on the bigoted busboy, and Nicole never knew a thing. This week, Nicole puts the final nail in the coffin that is their marriage. What's he going to do about it? Ted's bombshell news, plus a couple of other moments to watch, are on our radar. BTG's very first crossover with The Young and the Restless happens early in the week. On Monday, look for Devin Winters to have a mind-blowing proposition for Anita. He'll visit her and Vernon at the Fairmont Crest Country Club. Two of the Winters CEO's main interests, other than his family with Abby and Dominic that is, are music and charity. Anita has her foundation, plus she is fresh off a triumphant comeback concert with the Articulettes, and there's her superstar solo career to consider. What could he be offering Anita? Ted is not getting his life back anytime soon. Look for Nicole's latest move to throw him for a loop. the plastic surgeon finds out that she filed for divorce. Ted has been giving Nicole a lot of space to process the way he blew her life up. Suddenly, she's flirting with other men, specifically Ted's partner in his practice. She is over all the lies, and she hates the fact that because of him, Leslie is in their faces all the time, and Nicole is over it. This coming week, Martin and Smitty will find out that Naomi and Jacob are in touch with Tyrell and Samantha's birth mom. We recently found out that those kids in the picture that June was so attached to were the kids that were taken away from her after she was unable to care for them. On Thursday, Naomi preps a nervous June for a momentous meeting. If she's about to come face-to-face with Tyrell and Samantha, this could either go well or turn into a complete disaster. How do you think the teens will react? Last week on Beyond the Gates, Haley's pregnancy took another faux turn when she suddenly miscarried. She has Danny and Bill fooled, though. Plus, the Articulettes ended their comeback concert with an emotional tribute. Doug devised a plan to take down Joey Armstrong, and Andre had a relationship epiphany. This week on BTG, it looks like Ted and Nicole are headed into permanent Splitsville. Yes, Nicole finally takes that decisive step, leaving Ted stunned. Meanwhile, Kat may find yet another sign that she's not compatible with Tomas. Tyrell and Samantha's story also has a huge development. How will Smitty and Martin handle the news? What Haley is doing and saying in the video preview is decidedly different. As she witnesses Danny comfort Bill over Haley's miscarriage, the new Mrs. Hamilton tells someone, "We suffered a horrible loss. I mean, what other reason would Danny be here than to express sympathy?" Ted is at the country club, and he is upset. "Nicole filed for divorce. I just got the papers," he tells Anita and Vernon. Anita responds with some sobering advice. "If you want to fix your marriage, fight for her." Since Leslie blew up his marriage to Nicole, he hasn't had much contact with the Dupree matriarch and patriarch. Maybe he should have sought their advice a long time ago, and he wouldn't be in this dire place right now. Don't look now, but Kat and Tomas are out of step as they try to heat things up with what should be a fiery salsa dance. Unfortunately, they look awkward and incompatible. That was supposed to be like a vertical expression of a horizontal desire, Kat explains to someone. Meanwhile, Eva has that knowing look on her face that if she and Tomas tried the same dance, it would be fire. Instead, she tries to empathize. "It could be scary learning a new dance," she claims. "It's crazy how you just get me," Tomas says. "Yeah, crazy," Eva reacts. Does Tomas feel that it's time to get a new dance partner? Talk about bad timing. Just as Martin, Smitty, Tyrell, and Samantha seem to reconnect over family game night, or whatever else is going on, the husbands receive stunning news. They hear something life-changing. "We found Tyrell and Samantha's biological mother," Naomi reveals. This must mean what BTG fans have been suspecting. June is their biological mom. What happens next? Finally, Leslie opens her door, and she has quite the reaction to who's standing there, live and in person. "Oh, my sweet baby Jesus, no!" The action in the Beyond the Gates spoilers preview video for the week of August 11th opens at Bill Richardson's home with Haley as they reel over the loss of their unborn baby. As a teary-eyed Danny tries to comfort her ex-husband, who is particularly upset over this loss, Haley, who witnesses Danny placing a hand on his shoulder, can be heard saying, "We suffered a horrible loss. I mean, what other reason would Danny be here than to express her sympathy?" A visibly upset Ted goes to the Fairmont Crest Country Club and updates his former in-laws, Anita and Vernon, about what their daughter has just done. "Nicole filed for divorce. I just got the papers," he tells them, obviously upset. Anita has wise words for him, which he would be smart to heed. "If you want to fix your marriage, fight for her," she tells him. Kat is dancing with Tomas at salsa night, but his moves are anything but smooth. "That was supposed to be like a vertical expression of a horizontal desire," Kat says, as their lack of chemistry on the dance floor creates an awkward scene. Later, Tomas talks with Kat's rival and half-sister, Eva, about what happened, and she tries to boost his confidence. "It can be scary learning a new dance," she tells him. God, it's crazy how you just get me, he tells her. Eva, obviously frustrated that he doesn't see their connection, simply says, "Yeah, crazy." Over at Smitty and Martin's, the guys are enjoying game night with the kids, Samantha and Tyrell. Naomi and Jacob come over with some startling news. "We found Tyrell and Samantha's biological mother," Naomi tells them, as Smitty and Martin react with visible concern. The scene switches to Leslie opening the door to an unwelcome surprise. "Oh, my sweet baby Jesus, no!" she says when she sees the woman standing at her door. Who is she? And could she be the one to blow up all of Leslie's schemes? See it all for yourself in the preview video below. Let us know what you think is going to happen in the comments section, and be sure to check out our first look gallery for a sneak peek at what's happening on all the soaps this week, including BTG.